What's up, YouTube? My name is Dell. This is Dell on Movies. Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for hanging out with me, spending some of your precious time with me. I really appreciate it. Today, if you can see a little bit of paper right here, but I've got a stack of movies that I picked up. It's been a busy week for me, and I just wanted to share those real quick, and I'll run through those. I'm going to start with the first thing you can see that's in the bag here. And I'm gonna, I did open these up so I could save some time on camera. This one just came here, got this off eBay. Actually paid $5 for it. This was an upgrade from DVD. So I think it was worth it. Most of the places that DVD is going for a lot higher. Hey, we get to make crackling noises again. There we go. But it is a parody or a spoof movie, and it's one of my favorite of all time. If you are a fan of blaxploitation cinema from the 70s, you will definitely get and understand and laugh at every moment of this movie. And this is Black Dynamite. Michael Jai White, for me, this is his best movie, his best performance, and they nail the 70s aesthetic of Black Dynamite, of blaxploitation cinema. So check out Black Dynamite if you get a chance. Next movie is one I'm cheating a little bit, guys. So I was on Tim Talks Talkies. I was on his stream earlier tonight before I recorded this, and I actually showed the two movies that are in here. So I have seen what's in here, and I knew what was in here before, but I did show these movies, or one of these movies anyway, on that channel. So now I'm going to actually show what both of them were. The one that I showed was this first one right here. This is Boomerang's Eddie Murphy rom-com from the mid-90s. It's right in that era between, after the Beverly Hills Cop and those kind of movies that made him a huge superstar, and before he got into just being a family movie guy. So it's a really good rom-com with him. The cast is incredible. We got Eddie. You can see on the cover he's got Robin Givens and Halle Berry. Martin Lawrence is also in the movie. Chris Rock is in the movie. John Witherspoon is in the movie. Grace Jones. Eartha Kitt is in the movie. Eartha Kitt has a really funny part. She's a multi-millionaire / cougar who's kind of after Eddie Murphy, and they have some great scenes together. So Boomerang is a excellent rom-com if you have not seen it. And then the other movie back here is another Eddie Murphy flick. This one is Harlem Nights, and another incredible cast. This united black comedy royalty in this movie. You can see Eddie and Richard Pryor right there on the front, but you also have Red Fox from Sanford and Son. You have Robin Harris. He's the dad from House Party, but he's also a great stand-up in his own right. Then you have Dee. Why am I drawing a blank on her name? And that is Della Reese. I'm sorry, I don't know why I got, but she has one of the most iconic scenes of all time, and that is her fight scene with Eddie Murphy. So definitely check out Harlem Nights. Danny Aiello is also in here. He's kind of a bad guy. Robin Givens is also in this one too. No, not Robin Givens. I take that back. Jasmine Guy. Jasmine Guy is the love interest in Harlem Nights. So check out Harlem Nights. It's one of the funniest movies that I've seen, as far as I'm concerned. It's right up there near the top. So moving on, the last few movies. Well, it's actually a lot of movies, not a ton of movies, but it's a good little stack, and I got them all from a used bookstore here in North Carolina. And let me tell you what happens usually when I go into this place. Usually what happens when I go into this place is I take a bunch of movies that I'm trading in, and I trade them in, and they give me a total back, and I try to stay within that budget, and I usually wind up going over, sometimes quite a bit. So this time I made a more concentrated effort to at least stay close to what they told me, and I think I did that. I traded in a bunch of movies. They gave me about $45 in store credit, and I went over it, but not by much. So this entire stack of movies, everything from here on out, it cost me a grand total of $9. So I think I got off pretty well. A lot of these are upgrades from DVDs to Blu-rays. I did pick up one DVD, and that's the one I'm going to start with. And that one is Chiraq from Spike Lee. It's one that's kind of polarizing. Some people love it, some people hate it. I do really like the movie, but I get why people don't like it. It's one where all the dialogue is rapped, so the characters are speaking in rhyme for like 90% of the movies. Nick Cannon is the main character here, or one of the main characters rather. He's kind of the bad guy. The movie basically it's this young lady here on the front. She's the main character, and the men. This is set in Chicago, hence the name Chirac. And the women of Chicago, particularly the black women of Chicago, they're kind of fed up with the violence that's going on among black men in Chicago, and they decide to go on. Basically, they go on a sex strike, and they get the whole city behind it, and it becomes this whole thing. So it's a unique concept for a modern day movie, but Spike Lee did take the idea from an older movie, excuse me, an older play from hundreds of years ago. A lot of people, like I said, it's a polarizing movie. Some people really like it, some people hate it. I know I've talked to some people who are from Chicago and they really dislike it, and because it doesn't really portray the city like they thought it should. And I get all those criticisms, but I did enjoy Chirac. Next is another upgrade. This one is an upgrade from DVD, and that's Enchanted. For me, one of the more underrated Disney movies over the last 20 years. It's a really fun one, kind of, and for me, it's probably because I'm into kind of parodies and spoof, and this really is a parody of fairy tale movies, and it's a really good one and does a lot of great things, a lot of funny scenes in here. Amy Adams, I believe, is the star. Yeah, Amy Adams is the star. This one I didn't have at all. This is a martial arts flick called Curse of the Golden Flower. It came out in that era, not long after Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. A lot of kind of prestige martial arts flicks were coming out, like Hero, House of Flying Daggers. This is basically in that mold. This is a really good one. If you can't recognize him, that is also Chow Yun Fat, who was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and that's Gong Li right there. Another fascinating, really well shot, gorgeous looking movie. Is another one I didn't have at all, but I've seen it. I must have watched this movie maybe half a dozen times when I was a kid. Uh, Probably shouldn't have been watching it because it came out when I was 11. I saw it probably when I was 12, 13, 14. Actually, probably saw it all of those ages. And this is Kathleen Turner, William Hurt. Kathleen Turner basically is at her peak right here. And this is called Body Heat. This is what I guess is kind of known as a neo noir kind of flick. And Kathleen Turner plays a femme fatale, and they're trying to run some type of scam. So it's a really good movie. Got it again. Just the price tag on it was a few bucks, so I might have to change the case out because if you can tell on camera, it's kind of all wrinkly right there, but that's all right. Next movie is another one I did not have, and this is the only movie I picked up that I haven't seen. Um, it's a film by Luc Besson, who did Leon the Professional. This one is La Femme Nikita. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Never laid eyes on it. I did see the American remake, kind of, sort of, Point of No Return, and that was pretty good. So I'm looking forward to checking that one out. And this one is a next one is an underrated movie. Is Robert Downey Jr. really just before he became Iron Man, and he's teamed up with Val Kilmer right here. They're PIs, or I forget which one is which, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. But it's Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. So I definitely need to give it a rewatch, but it is a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. Val Kilmer gives one of his best performances, one of his most underrated because not a lot of people have seen it. Of course, Robert Downey Jr., he's great. He's been great in everything I've seen him in since the 80s, so no surprises there. And this one is a cool addition. This next movie, this is a musical. I know a lot of people kind of hate on musicals, and I have a weird relationship with musicals because I used to say that I hate them for a really long time, but then there was just so many that I actually don't hate that I actually really like, and this is one of them. So I don't say that anymore. This one is the musical version or remake of Hairspray. And what I like about this edition is that, and this, by the way, is an upgrade from DVD. What I like about this edition is that it has this cool clear slip cover on it. So when you remove it, let me show you the front and the back so you can get an idea of what we're about to see. That's the front. You can see all the main characters on the front. Of course, that's John Travolta in the middle. If you didn't know, he plays the mom in the movie. Not pictured is, oh, there she is. There she is right there. Queen Latifah. She's also really good. And of course, the main character is actually not on the front, and that is Nikki Blonsky. She's actually not on the front. She is on the back. That's her dead center. And so we got a great cast here. Michelle Pfeiffer is also in it. Christopher Walken, as you can see on the front. Zac Efron. And like I said, it's got a clear slip cover on it. So once I do that and pull that off, you can see all the characters, front and back. And then you have that for the movie, for the case itself. There was John Waters made the original Hairspray. It's not a musical, good movie. This one I do like better, and it's a ton of fun. A lot of people have seen it though, so I can't say that that's an obscure pickup or anything like that. And finally, the last movie is another upgrade. Is one that's been a family favorite of mine since I was a kid, really. And it's a Steven Spielberg movie, but it's a lot different than anything else he's ever done. It got nominated for a bunch of Academy Awards, but didn't win. And that is The Color Purple. This is the only one still wrapped. It's actually sealed, even though it's at a used bookstore. It was factory sealed, so it's never been opened. But I'm going to open it, and it mainly because it is a digibook, and there are not that many. Not making those much anymore. So, but I did want to. At least I thought I was going to open it. Ah, there we go. They're not making those much anymore, if at all. And again, I had the DVD for years and years and years. And hey, crinkly noises. Like I said, like making crinkly noises now. It's a little weird. Don't mind me. Just toss that to the side. And here is the digibook. There's the front. There's the back. Still got a little label on there. I guess I'll see if I can get rid of that without damaging the picture in the back. And speaking of pictures, being a digibook, it's got lots of pictures on the inside. And it's got some good stuff in there. Just not going to go through every picture, but it is a powerful movie, a dramatic movie. Whoopi Goldberg, I believe this was her big screen debut, and she was amazing in the starring role. Danny Glover made you hate Danny Glover. Oprah Winfrey was great. I believe this was also her big screen debut. And there's Danny Glover. So if you're looking for a Steven Spielberg movie that some people haven't seen, this is one not as many people have seen as most of his other movies. There's Danny Glover again. Also, that's just a really good picture of him. But he is completely despicable in the movie. And there's the last one I'm gonna show. There's Whoopi Goldberg, and then if you go to the back, there's the movie itself and some more cool art back there. So yeah, that's what I got. Let me know what you think of all those pickups. Let me know what you picked up, and we can definitely have a discussion down in the comments. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. That's all I have for you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.